So Minecraft 1.20 is here. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. They did say during Minecraft Live they were only announcing features that were imminently ready in a snapshot to be released next week. But it still feels very fast. But here we are. We get to get hands-on on everything they announced during Minecraft Live for 1.20. It's worth mentioning that the way snapshots work now is different. So I'm on 22W42A in the launcher, but if I clicked Create World now, it would just look like 1.19. I'd be like, there's nothing different. What's wrong? So snapshot features are enabled via data packs now. If you go into the data packs option, you'll see Update 120. Click that over to activate it. There's also bundles. May as well enable that. Click Done, and then you want to proceed, create your world. Hey, look at that bundle right there. Make sure to like the video for bundles in Minecraft 1.20. First up, bamboo. My prediction skills are level 100, and I said it would probably be 2x2 bamboo to make bamboo planks. I was, in fact, correct. This is incredible news. We do 2x2, and we get one bamboo plank for each recipe. So, have a good bamboo farm at your disposal and you should be able to get quite a few of them. Oh, also, it's not bamboo wood. People were correcting me that bamboo is a type of grass. So planks is still accurate, but don't call it bamboo wood because you will be wrong. There are a bunch of different varieties, all the things that you can make with the other kinds of planks you can do with the bamboo planks as well. From the slabs to the stairs to the fences to the fence gates to the door. We got a new kind of door, a new type of trapdoor. It's always interesting to be able to see those new kinds of designs that we get there. A sign, a hanging sign, which we'll get to the others in just a moment on that button, trapdoor. And then, of course, you can also do the bamboo mosaics, which are a couple of bamboo slabs like so. Vertically in a crafting table, you'll get the bamboo mosaic blocks, which you can then use in the normal recipe in order to make stairs. And then if we head over to here, I've made a nice little bamboo house that is so cool with hanging bamboo signs. Again, we'll get to those in just a moment. I just wanted to, show some bamboo blocks actually in action. But before we get inside, let me just show you the bamboo raft here because it's the same crafting recipe as a boat. It just makes a raft instead. So functionally, it is the same as a boat, with villagers being able to get stuck on it, except that it just crafts a raft, but, does all the same things. You can make a chote out of it or a traft, whatever you want to call it. And in our very naturally occurring pond out front of our house that was not at all man-made, I can paddle around on my bamboo raft. But then let's just go inside. I tried to make this is the style that I know now from Modded Survival, for those of you who've been watching that series. But I do think that the bamboo mosaic works well on floors, whereas the bamboo planks maybe work better going up the walls, although it's bamboo mosaic stairs here, accenting the ceiling. But then it's the standard stairs here, and then, the pressure plates, the fences, and then we do have some trap doors around the outside with some beautiful acacia wood for the planters, because my goodness, I am so aesthetic and so cool. So I hope you really like my architecture and design, and that's pretty much the high-level overview for bamboo. There you go. Okay, next up, let's look at hanging signs. You got a little preview when we were going through the bamboo, but look, there's so many varieties. You can have hanging signs hanging off other hanging signs, making a whole curtain of hanging signs. How do you craft hanging signs? Well, it's this sort of recipe in a crafting table, whatever stripped wood you want to use, and then a couple chains on top of it in the way I had it configured in the chest. And it's more expensive than a regular sign, but you do get 6 in return for it. The only exception is bamboo, because remember, bamboo's not a wood, it's grass, so there would be no log for you to strip. So with bamboo, you just use the planks, same locations on the chains. You only get 2 in response though. So I'll let you do the math as to which is the better deal. Anyway, here's all the different varieties. I also have them as items here in the chest. And there are some rules that you follow when you're placing these down. Okay, so first things first, if I just basic right click to place this down, it's gonna place with 2 chains, the wrapper separately vertically connecting it to the block above. These signs do have less real estate from left to right than a standard sign, but they're hanging, so they're cooler, obviously. On the other hand, if I come over here and I hold shift when I place down, it will do the upside down V chains connection to the block above it. So the general rule is if you shift right click with the sign, it's going to do the upside down V 2 chains, the wrapper. On the other hand, say I come at an angle over here and I do not shift click. If it's connecting to a solid block above it, it's just going to snap the chains to whatever axis I'm closest to. So it just snapped it to that way and did the separate 2 chains, the wrapper connected to the block above. I'm just trying to be thorough and going over all the different placement rules, but you're going to get used to it as you experiment with it yourself. But in any case, if I come over here and I right click without shifting, if I'm placing it below another sign, it will orient to me automatically with the V-shaped 2 chains. Now, even if I remain at this orientation, if I do a non-shift click underneath, it will still do the V-shaped 2 chains. You cannot have the separate 2 chains, the wrapper, like up here, if the sign is at an angle and not on an axis. I think that covers most of the rules with placing these things. And then obviously, if you're over underneath something like a fence, which does not have the full surface area of a block, it's going to place with the V shape kind of no matter what you're doing. Okay, cool. That is hanging signs. Oh, and one more thing. Hanging signs can actually be placed from the sides of blocks, and that'll give them their own little support bar. And then if you want to, you could add blocks on top, and then it gives them a bit of a different aesthetic. I'm saving the camels for last. You must stay until the end of the video in order to experience them in all their glory. And also subscribe for more videos. Okay, so next up we've got the Chiseled bookshelves, which are a really basic crafting recipe. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, that does make sense because they don't actually have any books in them when you're making them. Like, you have to put the books in yourself. So it's just 6 planks, 3 slabs, and no matter what kind of wood you use, just like with a bookshelf, you're gonna get a chiseled bookshelf in return. So we have one on the ground here. I've also just got a few different kinds of books here ready to go, and it can hold any kind of book that you put into it. So I'm gonna just pop in like a standard book here, and then a book and quill next to it, and then an enchanted book, and then another enchanted book. And it's first in, first out. So if I shift right click, it's going to retrieve them back in the order that I place them. And you can only do one at a time, even if it's just standard normal books. I can only put the 6 in individually and then bring them back out. I can't just like put stack, 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 stack. It's not like a storage drawer from the mod or anything like that. But it's a cool way to, you know, store and actually have like a visual display in return, you know, from you adding books to the bookshelf. And maybe you'd notice the redstone torch flickering on and off back there as they showed during Minecraft Live. You can link it up to a comparator, and as you add more books to your chiseled bookshelf, the signal gets stronger, and then it'll finally reach whatever your target block is. You can have it set off a mechanism. I do want to mention, logically, you can't piston pull these because they contain blocks inside of them, like they're storing the info about the books that you put in. So you can only pull back just standard bookshelves with the pistons. You kind of have to have a hybrid type of wall if you want to do like a hidden bookshelf kind of library deal, something like that. Just something to keep in mind. Also, I did test it with an enchantment table. It does not impact the enchantment level. We're, you know, up to level 8 here, and it didn't make a difference between when I had no books inside of the bookshelves and when I filled them up with books. So it'd be cool if they were like apotheosis, just a thought, like, you know, omega bonus levels or something by filling it up with it. I don't know. That'd be cool, I think, but nothing case for now. It's just for storage and for redstone related things. Before we get to the camels, did you know that different kinds of woods now have different kinds of sounds? Standard overworld planks, bamboo, not wood, and nether woods. Pretty cool. It's subtle, but different. Okay, it's time to look at the camels. According to the changelog, they are graceful, but grumpy. Look at this grumpy boy here, just laying on the ground, doesn't want to go anywhere, just lounging around. So they can be found naturally spawning inside of desert villages, and they don't actually need to be tamed, which is interesting. So if I hop onto this camel here, then it won't actually do anything. Like, I'll just sit here for a super long time. It's not like horses where eventually I either get booted off or I get hearts. It would just like nothing would happen. So I actually have to just take a saddle, and if I either shift click or I right click, it'll just put the saddle on directly, and then I can actually just control the camel. Although I can't go anywhere because the lead is holding me back, but that's okay. If I just get rid of these right here, watch, let me actually put a saddle on this boy. Look at him getting up slowly. Shoot, he started getting up. Dang, oh, the other one's getting down. Watch, I just want to get you a full animation of like sitting up on one. So let's try to move. He's like, really? Why do you want me to get up? This sucks. I'm being grumpy right now. But in any case, I have toggle sprint on. Toggle sprint does apply when you're on a camel. So if I turn off my sprint, this is the standard speed that a camel moves. Look at the head bobbing. It's so cool. Look at him just sitting down over there. Oh my goodness. And then I can start sprinting, stop, toggle sprint again, keeps working. They're pretty fast, dude. They're pretty fast boys. So what does spacebar hold do, like, you know, with a horse? So it's actually a dash forward. It's the wonky animation. I love it. It does the like super squiggly leg kind of, it's like sort of a jump, but more of like just it shoots forward. And then right after he does the dash, you'll notice that the bar goes kind of like a purpley color down below, and then it'll come off a cooldown and unpurplify itself, and then you can do another dash. But you know, you could use it to get across a gorge or a river or something like that, because you are going to want to try to cross rivers if you can, because it's just like horses. When you're riding them, they will start to sink until you just get booted off. And then you're like, okay, cool. So now I have to push you across the river, because if I try to get back on, then you're not going to, nope, and it's not going to work. And then you're like, well, this is annoying. And okay, please get across. I'd like to be able to ride again. Oh, God, we got it. Brilliant. Now they can also just like walk over fences, because I mean, they are absolute units. So it's basically like stepping over a twig for them. And of course, kind of the like ultra omega feature that we saw during Minecraft Live is, let's do this. And yo, what's up, guys? I know, dude. I know I'm pretty famous, right? You all want like an autograph or something like that? Sorry, I don't have time for selfies right now. I must go because I am forever alone, because obviously the other feature of camels is you can ride them with two people. I do not have such second person right now in order to demonstrate this feature. So for now, it's just you and me, camel, and all of my adoring zombie fans who are trying so hard to give me high fives. Thank you. I appreciate you guys watching and enjoying my videos. It's always so cool to meet fans. Anyway, just please, you're crowding me a little bit. This doesn't. It's getting a little. It feels a little hostile and violent. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to. Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna go. I appreciate you, but okay. A little bit of space, please. Just a bit of space. All right. Last but not least, how do you breed the camels? Well, they like cactus. They just munchy, crunchy cactus, like spines and all. No, don't be a lazy, grumpy boy. It's baby making time. There we go. We got a baby camel. Look at it. Look, oh, it's gonna be a little grumpy, lazy boy, and just immediately lay down. And I don't. Yeah, no, you can't saddle the baby camels. But hey, this is pretty cool. We got a whole camel family over here. Look, they look so happy. Oh my God, they're all laying down together. This is a thumbnail opportunity. Obviously, as soon as you start taking photos, they're like, oh, time to move around. We can't make it too convenient for you. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the first snapshot for 1.20. Everything that was shown in Minecraft Live is here. That immediately. So I look forward to seeing what else comes out. I don't know if they're still going to be going for weekly snapshots. If that means like they had more stuff up their sleeve that's ready for like next week, or if it'll be maybe a little bit more length of time between the snapshots. Anyway, pretty awesome. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more update videos and other stuff like that, and check the playlist if you missed any other Minecraft update related things. But for now, I'll see you next time.